All right, well, let's get into our first topic here, XRP Army. I know this is kind of something you've been maybe waiting for. We have Coinbase talking about XRP. They put out, no specific way of buying it, but they gave us a tutorial on how to buy XRP on the main Coinbase website. They don't point you to any specific exchange. They actually point you to the links that you would see from CoinMarketCap, like a CoinGecko, which we always prefer. You never want to get scammed, so make sure you use those.
Can I answer that
officially.
one?
Oh God, I know you have some CoinMarketCap, history. Go ahead, Richard.
They're just doing search engine optimization. They just want to punk your users. So they did the same thing for Hex. It literally right at the top says, "Here's how you buy Hex." Also, Coinbase does not have Hex.
Well, Richard, what?
Binance does the same thing.
I'm really wondering, Richard, what is your take on XRP? I know a lot of the Hexkins that maybe heard you talk about in your live streams, but tell the Bit Squad, what's Richard's take on XRP here?
I think XRP is made fun of for being not decentralized, but I've never heard of anybody getting hacked or losing their money from anything that happened at the network level. So, the only valid complaint I see against XRP is just that their meme that they've had for like 10 years that the banks are going to use them, but it's been 10 years and no banks use them. So other than the misleading kind of marketing, they're a consensus network. No one's losing their money. They've got, fast transactions and they're on a bunch of exchanges. So I think they're better than a lot of other trash that's out there, but, just don't believe the hype.
All right. Richard Hart, I know the Hexkins want to know, what is the hardware or wallet of choice?
Well, I don't know. Ledger lost their entire customer database with all the emails and addresses. So if you like giving people all of your info so that criminals can come jack you later, look, they're all dangerous as well. If you don't use the extra PIN code, the extra key to secure your wallet, anyone that has physical access to it can just take all the crypto. So I think physical wallets are kind of a fake security, and I think a lot of people lose money with them. In the end, you have to back all of those things up with your seed words on a piece of paper or on several pieces of paper or steal somewhere. So they're optional. You don't need to use a hardware wallet. You can save your money and keep yourself more private and just use software wallets like Satoshi did when Bitcoin was invented, and you can keep everything offline. You don't need to have your hot wallet loaded. Crypto was invented to remove middlemen and provide censorship resistance. In the United States, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, and your money is supposed to be your money, and you're supposed to be able to transact with other people without having to beg some guy for permission. And the world has devolved into a place where you have to beg Visa, you have to beg MasterCard, you have to beg your bank, you have to beg the exchange. And then they look at you like they'll put you in jail for being an unlicensed money transmitter if you just sell to your neighbor. So there's a whole world of people that have lost the rights they used to have. You used to have the right to privacy when you used cash. Now, if you use a coin mixer, you're looked at like a criminal. As though now, like if you pay an employee, all the other employees have to know what everybody else makes because there was no mixer involved. You need a mixer to do normal commerce functions, or else you can't operate as a business. Everyone would know your costs. Everyone would know what everyone else is making. It's very silly. And someone needs to stand up and fight. And there's, Coin Center could use funding. I'm not sure how well funded they are. Maybe they have enough money now, but Coin Center in Washington, D.C. does their best to try and lobby and make it so that we quit losing our digital rights. It's disgusting. But yeah, the exchanges will just roll over. Obviously, they don't care about you as the user. They only care about their preferential good boy points that they have with the evil wolf that's in charge.
The wolf that will blow the house down. Now, let's talk a little Circle. We're talking USDC, one of the major stable coins out there. They are trying to go public with a SPAC deal valuing at $9 billion. I don't want to get into a special purpose acquisition company. It's essentially to go public. It's a way for Circle to go public with an IPO. And this is going to be huge. This is, we haven't really seen something like this. They're already known as the centralized stablecoin. So we don't really see, it's not too surprising. I will say that. I'm going to ask you, Richard, do you think it's wise for Circle to go public? Is that the move for them? Or would you just say, no, we got to stay private?
I think a lot of people go public when they realize that the capital is cheap, and then your ability to raise disappears once market crashes. And so you see, kind of toppy looking behavior with the threat of raising interest rates, or Biden banning crypto or doing whatever his regulation is, which I'm sure will just be fabulous.
Richard, I would honestly be remiss if I didn't ask this question. You're planning the world's largest airdrop, to put it mildly, and there's going to be a lot of stablecoin dropping into a lot of wallets. There's going to be a lot of Pulse Tether, a lot of Pulse USDC. What is your take on what that is going to do to the markets? I think Crypto Face kind of said it best. There's going to be a fight. What do you think is going to happen when the dust clears?
So I think these all have admin keys. So Tether can invalidate any coin at will whenever they want. USDC can invalidate any coin at will whenever they want. There's methods that make it more difficult for them to do that. So if you were to participate, say, in a Uniswap liquidity pool, then it's a lot harder for them to do that because they'd have to penalize everyone in the pool at the same time and kind of socialize the loss. So if I were in their position, I wouldn't want my users to stop using me and I wouldn't want to get sued. And from that perspective, if you use an admin key and steal everyone's money and invalidate their coins and it has a real world cost to them, they're probably going to class action lawsuit you. But if there's just some token that you don't make redeemable and it has some value, because in crypto, almost everything does. I mean, coins that were made as a joke in an afternoon, Dogecoin, are worth billions. So I think they're going to have a value. I'd be very surprised if it was $1 because they're not redeemable, but I don't think they're going to do zero. So it's unless they use their admin keys. And then I think that would be very risky from them to do that, because now if they even establish that as a precedent that they're going to use their admin keys if there's a fork, what if there's another fork? And then they didn't use their admin keys on that one. And then now are they liable for not doing it? So you got to be careful when you execute your will on things, because then the evil wolves can say, oh, well, why didn't you do it here? Things like that. So yeah, my gut feeling is that they probably wouldn't invalidate everyone's coins.
That is going to be an exciting day, an exciting week, an exciting month for crypto. I know everybody on this panel is probably looking forward to the fireworks that is going to happen when you do, complete that airdrop. So I'm all ears. I'm all eyes. I personally can't wait. But that is all we have time for today. It looks like, I think the animals around his neck served as talismans of power, and he was able to just edge past Ben there at the end. So Richard Hart,
he had a good show. He said a lot of good stuff today. I thought.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I agreed with just about everything everyone said. So yeah,
it was less combative than last time. Definitely less combative. But Richard, you got about 30 seconds. Leave it with some parting thoughts, please.
Sure. Go to pulsex.com. Raised over $1 billion for freedom of movement. And we got the world's largest airdrop, PulseChain.com. I called the top of the day 10 months ago. Richard Hart went on Twitter for free. And then, I don't know, I bought the world's biggest diamond, but they're dicking me around with payment. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out.
I forgot you did that, actually. Yeah, he has the world's biggest diamond. Actually does. All right, that is all we got time for today, Biz Squad. Until next time, DZ out.